again, everyone. So clearly the person who is in charge of the weather in London found out that I was planning to do a more summery pattern review today, and so for the last couple of days we've had nothing but grey skies, a smattering of drizzle, and generally it has been what I would describe as really far from delicious. But never mind, I shall press on, because I've been thinking a lot about my summer wardrobe over the last couple of weeks. I don't know about you, and maybe it's a very English thing, but I'm very bad at summer clothes. I don't expect very much from the summer, whereas from winter I am really happy to dig out all my big sweaters, my woolly trousers, my big coats. I really love all those clothes. I love all the different all the different textures and weights that you get out of winter clothes. And when it comes to summer, I tend to be a bit lost and going, oh, I don't know what to wear. And so I end up just grabbing, a t-shirt and really simple pair of trousers or something and just getting stuck in a bit of a rut. So I decided to dig into my pattern collection and make something a bit more summery. So at the moment, I am completely obsessed with this. It is the Merchant & Mills workbook. I'm not sure how long it's been out for now, probably a couple of months. I've had mine for about a month now, I think. And let me just give you a quick flick through of the inside, if I can. So I was trying to, you see, I'll just kind of pick a few pages at random, but it is just one of the most beautiful sewing books, I think, I have ever seen. It's sort of as though, I don't know, one of those lifestyle magazines like Serial or Kinfolk got together with a sewing book and they had the world's most beautiful baby. It's so stylish, and the photo shoots in it are just amazing. The way the patterns are presented is so beautiful. If you're interested in sort of very simple classic patterns that are designed more as showcases for really gorgeous fabrics, then I would definitely recommend this. You won't find any really fussy or intricate details in here, but what you will find is just really classic, versatile garments that you'll want to make just again and again and again. I've already made from in here this one, this pattern. They're the Strides trousers, and they're kind of a classic wide leg trouser. Really lovely. I made them in blue navy wool. I actually wrote a blog post about it, so I'll pop a link down below in the usual place. And they're supposed to be the most challenging pattern in the book, and I mean, I'm a relative beginner compared to a lot of people, and I didn't find them too challenging. I had to take my time and really think about it, but what I came out with is something that I'm just super happy with. So I would even if you are much more of a beginner, I would still recommend this. Just make sure you've got a kind of, I guess, a reference guide for the tougher techniques to hand. So anyway, for my summery pattern, what I decided to make is this guy, which is the Saltmarsh skirt. It's a very simple, basic maxi skirt with a drawstring waist. And they recommend you make it up in some kind of linen fabric. And it just so happens that I had a few different bits of linen lying around in my stash. Actually ones that I brought back from Singapore. You may remember a few months ago I posted a Southeast Asian fabric haul on my channel, and I included in that this sort of a purpley lilac metallic linen that I bought in Singapore. And here it is, skirtified. So it's if I talk about the fabric first, it's got these sort of pinky, quite dark purple warp threads. Yes, that is warp, isn't it? It is. This is warp, isn't it? Warp, weft. And then gold weft threads going across like this. And although you can't see it really well on the camera, which is disappointing, but in the right light it has this just beautiful metallic sheen to it, and it looks fantastic, sort of as part of this really simple garment, which is this skirt. So I didn't make any adjustments to this. I cut a straight size 10, didn't make any alterations, and I found it really easy to sew. It was a really satisfying sew. I think it took me about 2 hours in total. So if I talk a bit about the construction, I'll turn it inside out so you can see what it looks like. So this is the front of it inside out, and you can see it's got these really big pocket bags on front, which I'll come to later because I am in love with them. And then at the back, the only little bit of shaping that it's got are these two darts. I don't know if you can see them very well, but there's one here, there we go, and one here. And they're just either side of the centre back, and they give it a bit more shape over your bum, which is always a good thing, really. So, on to my favourite part of this pattern, which I've already mentioned. The pockets. Women's clothes need more pockets, this is a fact, and I think as sewers we have the power to add those pockets. Very exciting. I'm going through a bit of a phase of adding pockets to everything in my wardrobe, which is why I am really in love with this pattern, because they fit a telephone, they fit an Oyster card, they fit your purse. These are just so unbelievably practical, and I love them. I stop doing that now. But yes, pockets are amazing and I love them. So that's kind of the pros of this pattern. The slight cons are, I found it's actually a little bit too short on me. It's a slightly funny length. I should have lengthened it. I should have made a muslin. I'm really bad at not doing that. But moving swiftly on from my sewing failings. So it falls to a slightly strange length on me. It's actually just above my ankles. So it's kind of like a really long midi skirt rather than a maxi skirt. I mean, I think it looks all right. I tend to style it up with like a pair of white trainers, or with a pair of simple, I've got a nice pair of black sandals from COS that I'll stick it with, and just then a white shirt or a white vest top, something like that, just to really show off this amazing fabric. So, I mean, how tall am I? I'm 5'7.5". And I could really do with having maybe an inch or two extra on the hem of this pattern. So if you are on the taller side, I would suggest definitely lengthening this if you're hoping for a proper maxi skirt. I'd probably also cut it in a bigger size. As I said, I cut the size 10, and it fits me perfectly once it's on, but it's a bit difficult to get on. I have to have a little wiggle to get it over my wider sections. And yeah, just to make it more comfortable to get on and off, I think a size 12 would be better for the future. And the skirts wouldn't, a bit of extra fullness wouldn't be bad for the skirt. It would look just as nice as it does at the slightly smaller sizes. So I really like this pattern, really happy with it. And I've actually made a second one. So I wear this purple one all the time at the moment. And I loved it so much, I thought, right, I'll make another one. That's a really good idea. And so I ordered actually some more fabric, similar kind of linen, and went for it, and I made a shorter version. So I shortened it myself to about, it sits about on the knee, I reckon. And it's exactly the same otherwise, with the same sort of ribbon tie at the waist like this. But I don't love this one so much, for the simple reason is I'm not wild about colour. So it's a kind of, I think this is a kind of poly linen blend. So the fabric drapes really nicely, it's very comfy to wear, but I'm just not wild about this colour. It's this bright seafoam green colour, and when I ordered it I thought it was much paler than it was, and possibly a bit bluer. I don't wear a lot of greens, and so short of just sticking this with white shirt, ooh, hello, ribbons flying everywhere, short of just wearing this with like a white shirt or a white vest kind of thing, I really don't know how to style this, or if I even really like it that much. So that is it for my review of the workbook and of the patterns. As I said, I have absolutely loved making patterns from this book so far. My next project is actually going to be another pair of Strides trousers. I've got some really nice light grey cotton for that. So watch out either on here or on my blog for news of that of that project. I haven't actually started it yet, so watch this space, I guess. As I said, I would definitely recommend this book, particularly if you are a fan of those more kind of classic, really versatile patterns that you can work up lots of different ways and that really act as a showcase for beautiful fabrics. So that is it from me today. I really hope the sunshine comes back and that we Brits can carry on basking in our excuse for a summer, because quite frankly, this grey weather that I'm looking at out of my window right now is really grim. I'd just like to get some sunshine. So fingers crossed everyone that I get to take my skirts on another sunny outing soon. I hope you're all having a wonderful summer, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.